Hello, my true crime lovelies. How are you? I'm sitting on my bed in the dark. Sugar Bear is laying next to me. He's sound asleep. And the dogs are here. One's asleep. The other one's being nosy. Anyway, there's your warning. Govern yourselves accordingly. Have you guys heard about Joanne and Daisy having a baby? Here I am, minding my own business in these YouTube streets, and I come across Mama Dr. Jones. Now, I know you guys probably haven't heard of her in the true crime community. She's very big in fertility. She's an OBGYN. And she has this story about these people who are both in jail in Miami-Dade, in the same jail that Miss Donna Adelson went to after she got picked up at Miami International Airport trying to get to Vietnam. Has anybody been in Miami International Airport lately? If so, did you see Harvey Adelson? I wonder if he's still roaming around. Anyway, there's two of them. There's a baby that they've had together. Both of them are in jail for murder. How did this happen, you say? How did two inmates conceive a baby? It gets better. They were both in solitary confinement, or the SHU, what is that, solitary housing unit, or whatever it is. They were in there by themselves. Apparently you get lonely and talk to one another through vents. Okay, Liberty is here growling. If you guys can hear her, you can't see her. Come here, honey. She wants to be on my lap. She's like, you got time to talk to strangers and not us? Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, apparently, well, let me introduce you to her so you can get the full context of exactly what is going on.
For the first time, Daisy Link is talking about how she became pregnant in jail. In an exclusive interview with 7 Investigates, the 29-year-old says even she can't believe it happened.
It's a real twist. It is. Everybody says it to me. This is like some Lifetime movie network.
Link is locked up awaiting trial, charged with second-degree murder. Police say this is Link holding a gun after shooting her boyfriend in the leg, killing him. She has been an inmate at TGK for more than 2 years. But in June, Link gave birth to this baby girl.
She's a miracle baby. She's a blessing.
A miracle, because Link says she's never met the father of her baby face to face.
I've never met him. It's crazy.
He was also a TGK inmate and, like Link, is charged with murder. The DNA results show inmate number 200147865, Joanne DePaz, is the baby's father.
This call is from the Miami-Dade Metro West Detention Center.
So you guys have never physically touched each other?
Never. Like the Virgin Mary.
The big question here is, how did this happen?
Through the vent.
Link says she and DePaz started talking through AC vents in their cells.
You would knock on it and you can hear the people from the different floors. You would stand on the toilet actually to be able to talk to them.
They say they also passed notes and pictures.
Being in isolation for so long, you begin to spend hours and hours talking to this person, to the point where it's almost as if you're in the same room with them.
Link and DePaz formed a romantic relationship, and the 23-year-old shared his dream.
I always really wanted to have a baby, and I'm not going to get to do that for a really long time. So if I had to choose somebody, it would be you. And she was like, yeah, we could do that.
DePaz came up with a plan.
I'm not going to lie, it's going to go down in history.
I don't know what my fate is. You kind of don't know what yours. If we're going to go out, might as well just go out with a bang, If it works, it works. But it definitely did.
I told her a way that one of my friends had showed me through the vent, because the vent is like an L shape, really. It drops right into my vent. From her room, she could throw a pen into the vent, and it'll land right into my vent.
We had figured out a way to drop the line. It was a line that we had established out of like bedding material.
I put the semen in a saran wrap every day, like 5 times a day for like a month straight.
He would kind of like roll it up almost like a cigarette, and he would attach it to the line that we had in the vent, and I would pull it through. From there, I had placed it inside of It was the yeast infection. The yeast infection applicators. I had placed it inside of there, and then from there, I administered it.
She says it only took a few tries before she became pregnant.
I was very excited. I was ecstatic about it.
On June 19th, the baby was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
I can't believe it worked. I think everything happened for a reason.
Over here, I'm like a celebrity.
Their baby is now 5 months old. She's living with his mom, who became a grandmother for the first time. Link and DePaz, who are now in different jails, still talk on the phone and see their daughter on video visits.
She could be anything. I think that she's going to be something great.
Now, you may be wondering how this was able to happen without correctional officers realizing Miami-Dade Corrections has an internal affairs investigation, which officials tell us is ongoing. Reporting live outside of TGK, Heather Walker, 7 News Night Team.
Does that sound crazy or what? So I'm not sure. I read an article on it. I'm not sure if it was clear from what she was saying about how they identified the duck. So basically they did like bed sheets to figure out which duck from one room connected to that room, if that makes sense. Because obviously a duck is going to all the rooms, right? So they can get air. Anyway. And then I guess they tested it with a pin afterwards so they wouldn't get caught with the bed sheet. That is bananas. I do not understand how the sperm could get height, right? Because he's saying it's an L shape and they're standing on the toilet. It just doesn't seem like it would be heavy enough. And where are they getting saran wrap? I have so many questions. So who are these parents? Like the 24-year-old boy. Well, actually, let me show you guys this. He's not 24 yet. He's a Christmas Eve baby. So he's going to be 24 on Christmas Eve. Let me move myself here. So here we see his charges. He has a long rap sheet. I can't see the dates on any of them. They're not clickable, but the charge that he's in there for now, he's in on first-degree murder charges. This says that he is black. I'm questioning that. He's not looking black to me, but whatever. 12/24/2000. He's 135 pounds, 5'7". Then we go to Miss Ma'am. This is Daisy Link. She was born 5/19/95. So her baby was born in June. So she's a Taurus and baby's a Gemini. This is like my daughter and myself. She's 185 pounds and 5'8". She is in jail. 2nd-degree murder with a weapon. Domestic violence.
Exclusive video obtained by NBC6 shows Daisy Link walking away after police say she shot her husband in the leg. Her arrest form says Link walked away and said, "I think I hit a major artery. You'll be fine." Her husband died from the injuries. Link, who's claiming self-defense, has been in jail for 2 years, but now she's expecting a baby.
So you saw from his crime scene photo that bloody backseat, and you saw her with gunfire, gun smoke that she walks through with a, "You'll be all right." I'm like, oh my God. So it says domestic violence. I don't know why that's 2nd degree. Well, I don't know. What was her name? Susan. She shot somebody through the door, and that was manslaughter. I don't know how it works. I guess, whatever. I mean, I know conceptually, but the way it's applied each time, like the charging agency. Anyway, so that is what they have going on. The fact that she's like, it's an immaculate conception, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mary was not in jail. You're not going to do her like that. And can we talk about the uncleanliness of it all? If anybody has been in jail or works in the medical field in jail, do they test everybody for STDs when they go in? I mean, it would make sense. Like if someone had syphilis, you you would want to treat them, right? You don't want them going crazy while they're in there. So yeah, that is Daisy. The child is now with his mother. And I hope he checked with his mom first while he was figuring out how to toss sperm. Were you figuring out who was going to raise this baby? I wish the baby well. I want to just send positive energy out. I don't think her parents made wise decisions, but she is here and life is a gift. I hope whoever is with her honors that gift. Okay. let's end on a funny note. Have you guys, you probably haven't. It's okay. Mama Dr. Jones, if you haven't met her yet, let me be the first to introduce you. I absolutely adore me some Mama Jones. Let me get her up on the screen here.
This quote is unhinged. So they reportedly tied bed sheets together and attached the 23-year-old sperm in plastic wrap and sent it through the vents into Daisy's cell. I put the semen in saran wrap every day, like 5 times a day for a month straight. That's 150 times in a month that this man was masturbating in his cell and putting it into saran wrap to go through the vents so this woman he had never met could place it in a yeast medication applicator and put it in her vagina hoping to get pregnant. I have no words. 5 times a day for a month. The sheer desire and will, it's so, where there is a will, there is a way. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I feel like this is something that should be on an episode of Orange is the New Black, but it's real life in Florida. It is absolutely wild, but it is not inconceivable, pun intended, to imagine someone getting pregnant like this. So it actually, the fact that it worked does not shock me, actually. It's the fact that they figured out how to get the sperm back and forth that is incredible. So there's actually at-home insemination kits and things like that that people can use if they have certain conditions where they either can't have vaginal intercourse or they have a partner who is same-sex and they're getting donated sperm. You have options to do insemination like this at home. So it's not impossible that it would work. It's actually less wild to me that it worked and just more wild that they figured out how to do it and that he was ejaculating 5 times a day for a month. Like, that is out of control. Yeah, that sounds like so much work. It does sound like quite a bit of work. I guess enjoyable work if you don't really have much else to do to entertain yourself. Might as well 5 times a day, I guess.
Who thinks that they were doing, I don't know, it can't be phone sex. So vent sex while he was doing it 5 times a day. I wonder if the other people can hear them through the vents, right? Like, isn't it passing up other cells? Is he going like, talk dirty to me, baby? Oh my God. Just, if they had used this level of ingenuity to figure out how to not do crimes, I'd be impressed. The fact that she thinks she's like the Virgin Mary, I'm a little saddened. Should we send her a Bible? I don't know. What do you guys think? And would you take the risk, like, ooh, we don't know what he has, ma'am, that you're just unwrapping out of saran wrap and putting in an applicator and inserting in yourself? Well, there's another precious baby on the earth, so I won't be mad. Like I said, sending positive vibes for an amazing future for that child, with or without those parents. You know what I mean? Talk to you later. Toodles!